One of the implications of the Trinity is that God exists in eternal, loving community within God's self. The Father begets the Son does the Father's will, and the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father and the Son as the bond of love between them. The ancient theologians used the Greek word pericoresis to describe this relationship. Pericoresis is difficult to translate. Literally, it means rotating forward around, and it's trying to get at the way the persons of the Trinity move in and through and around each other. Any activity of one is always an action of all three, and yet, whenever God is at work, it's still possible to differentiate between the unique work of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The word did not originally have the connotation of a dance, but in popular theology, pericoresis is often translated as a dancing around, and it's used to suggest that there is a joyful dancing around each other going on between the persons of the Trinity. This is difficult to visualize, but perhaps a non-visual metaphor may help. In music, a chord is made up of 3 notes played together at the same time. A major chord, for instance, is made up of the first, the third, and the 5th notes of a given scale. If you took the C scale, let's say, and played the C, E, and G, you would have a C major chord. Now, a C chord is a single auditory experience. That is, you hear it as a single thing. Yet at the same time, the chord is made up of 3 distinct individual notes, C, E, and G. And each of these notes completely fills up the sound space. There is no part of the chord where one of these 3 notes isn't fully present, and yet you can always distinguish each individual note within the chord. The notes of a C major chord, we might say, interpenetrate each other in a perichoretic dance. That is to say, whenever you hear a C major chord, you are always hearing 3 individual notes, and yet at the same time, you are hearing a single chord. This musical analogy helps us get at the relationship between the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit in ways that visual metaphors simply can't. For instance, in a chord, there is no hierarchy between the notes. You can play them in any order. And yet it's always the first or tonic note that determines the nature of the chord. The 5th note, or the dominant, is always directly determined by the tonic note. Whatever your tonic note is, the next note is going to be a perfect 5th above it, in this case, G. The 3rd note, while seemingly 3rd in importance, actually determines the tonal quality of the whole chord. If we play a perfect 3rd, we get a major chord. If we drop it a half step, we get a minor chord, even though the other 2 notes stay the same. In a similar way, the Father begets the Son, like the tonic note determines the dominant, and the Holy Spirit flows out from the Father and the Son, expressing the bond of love between them. Like the perfect 3rd harmonizes between the 1st and the 5th, making it a major chord and not a minor. And, like the persons of the Trinity, each of these notes completely interpenetrates the other, making an indivisible sound without losing their unique, individual identity. While this is difficult to wrap our heads around, the way the persons of the Trinity are each fully one with the other and yet maintain their unique personhood, it's crucial to the Christian faith because Jesus said that he wanted this same kind of unity with us. That you may all be one, is how he said it, just as the Father is in me and I in him, and that you may also be in us.